Hello, guys. Hi, Ori. Sorry, that was really loud. Oh, that's my audio. What are we watching? All right, my own stream. Cool. You guys. Audio check, I guess. Hi, guys. Hello. Happy Saturday. I almost said Sunday. I'm so used to like really streaming Sundays. Is that the moon bell? Is that the moon? Hi guys. Let me turn down the audio really quick because it's kind of loud. We're about to get started. Everyone get comfortable. If you guys need to go get a snack, please do. Hello. Hi guys. Hello. How's everyone doing today? I just got ready in like 10-15 minutes. I was busy with my dog. I was doing like enrichment games with her and I was like, I think like it's almost time to get ready for stream. And I looked at my phone, 15 minutes. I was like, well, shoot, someone's not doing face cam today, but I decided to whip up. Anyways, let's see. So how are we doing today? Sorry, the clip is laggy because I'm tabbed out. But let's see. It should auto connect with stream. Activate selected. Okay, first time streaming, I guess. Hi. Hello. Hello. Okay. Let's see. Face cam. Yay. Okay. I had no time to put on eyelashes. You guys do not care. Hi, Misu. Hi, sweet summer child. You guys do not care. But I did bring my brand new glasses. They low-key give like Carl from Up. I'll put them on a little bit later in the stream because they do make like oh, totally just broke them. They do make like indents. Oh my gosh, on my makeup, and I don't want that right now. Let's see. A wild pearl? Yeah, it's Misu. Pearl's a little bit bigger. I think you can see Pearl. Maybe? Baby, do you want to come say hi? Okay, be nice. Be nice. There she is. The baby. Wait, let's move this. Hi, baby. She's like, Mama, you got fans. You got fans, baby girl. I wish I could let her crawl up on my lap, but I just got this desk chair and I am terrified of her ripping it because it's leather. It's one of my first leather desk chairs. And having a cat that claws her way up the desk, yeah, it's terrifying. I seasoned my broccoli too much. We're having broccoli? You're having broccoli without me? My day's been great. We went to a local pancake place for breakfast and it was so good. Oh my gosh, what type of pancakes did you get? You better have gotten like good pancakes if you went to a pancake place. It's like going to IHOP and getting plain pancakes. It's not okay. Okay. Off. Go up. Good girl. Misu. Misu, you want to say hi too? See, my desk chair doesn't have like a... No, not you again. Okay, let's calm down. Pearl, calm down. Sorry, she's very social. I'm petting her down by my leg, I promise. It doesn't have a flat top like my old desk chair. So this one is like hard for her to lay down on, if that makes sense. So she just sits up there for a little bit. Go, up. Bed. Pearl. Bed. Thank you. You can kind of see her. It's blurred. I also took my nails off. She's nailless. It's okay though, because I can finally type. Okay, so today we are going to be looking over a new mod. It's not new as in like it just came out. It's been out for a while, but I haven't heard anyone really talk about it. You guys just recently started suggesting it to me. And coming from somebody who like loves when developers make like brand new, I guess, like ideas, if that makes sense, out of the original Minecraft mechanics. It makes me really happy. I've only ever suggested the Dragon Pets add-on as an animal mod. I'm just making sure she's chewing her toy and not something else. She's chewed like 2 pairs of boots in the last 2 days, guys. So, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's go back to that. Sorry, I have a wide screen. Let me know if the music is too loud, by the way. Okay. Let's see. It's my girly pop. Hi, Goose. Hello. My favorite Brit. What is up? How's your life been? Happy belated. If you guys didn't say happy birthday to Goosey, you better do it now. I'm kidding. You guys don't have to. Okay. So we're going to be looking over it today. I don't know how long the stream is going to be, if I'm being honest. I have the wiki up in the background, but if you guys want to go ahead and get it up yourself, like on the background of your own screen, or if you want to play the mod with me, you can. It's up to you. But if not, if you guys just want to watch and, you know, have like a simple stream experience, that is up to you. I'm fine with whatever. Let's see. Let me get the chat up right here. Your GUI is so cute. Yes, if you guys would like the GUI, it is called Extra Flowery, but you can get certain parts if you don't want the entire GUI. For example, there's like certain ones that only edit your inventory and so on, but I got the entire one and it makes Minecraft pink. I would show you, but I would log out of the entire like world and it's gonna take like 2 or 3 minutes to get me back in this world, but it has like a pink Minecraft screen. It's so cute. All right, so we're gonna look over the mod really quickly. It's a light version of the mod. They haven't come out with the full version just yet. So there's a lot of features that are like shown on the CurseForge page or the wiki that aren't in yet. And it does say that on the wiki page. It says like, you know, it's a light version of the mod. So there's some things that aren't in, but there's only a few specific things. And this isn't shade to the developer. A lot of developers do this. And I know why. It's just because they don't want to have to list everything that's not in the light. There's a lot of things that say like, oh, this is in the mod, but it doesn't say if it's in the mod yet or if it's planned to be in the mod, if that makes sense. So, okay, I need to lower this down again. My ambience. Okay. Okay, I have to go to the very back of the pages. Hi, Misu. Yes, sit on my lap. Why don't you? This is it right here. It looks like a little dog carrier. Yes, yes. Let me make sure on Twitch. Okay. Hi, Alex. Hello. We need a game soon. It's been forever. Please stop rubbing your tush on me, cat. So we're gonna look over the basic items. Now, there are normal beds and fancy beds, and then dog bowls for each of the colors. You can actually set a dog's location. It doesn't have to be associated with the bed. To my knowledge, the food and water isn't actually functional right now, but it's at least for decoration. Sorry, Misu hair just spawns on my face whenever she comes near me. Do you guys want to see her? Hi, baby. She's like so lost in the sauce whenever I start petting her. Look up here. She's like, no, girl, I'm not giving you that for free. I'll feed her later, I promise. A reward for being in the stream. She's already been fed today, but I'll give her some treats. Okay, so there's the wolf spawn egg. Wolves you can only tame if they're babies. Before we get into like the actual walkthrough, okay, look at this. Move really quick, ma'am. Look at this potato of a thing. Oh my gosh, I love it. Look, and it's following me because it wants to be tamed so bad. I have the Jade mod, which allows me to see information about it. You can see the growing time left over, you can see its gender, and you can see if it's following you or not. Misu? You're about to be banished. You're about to be banished. Don't claw my hand. She's about to make me go crazy. But the wolves you can't actually tame. But you can still breed them. So if you find a random wolf, you can actually breed them, but she's not in heat yet. So she can't be bred. They have to actually be in heat. You can change that on the config. I don't know if I'm gonna get that or to that today because it's gonna take a while to get them into heat, which I like. It's realistic. The crate, this is basically a mob ball if you've seen me use them on other streams. Yes, there are service vests, and you can color the muzzle, the collar, and the harness as well. But if you just right click, I guess you can't pick up puppies. Oh, you can. Okay. So you can take them and transport them safely. And the sterilization potion just makes them not be able to go into heat and not be able to breed. So if you have a dog that you don't want to ever breed and you don't want any accidents to happen, you can always sterilize them. This is the pink juice. This is really sad, but if you want to kill a dog humanely, this is creative mode only. You can go ahead and shift, right click, and they disappear. This is permanent. They will not come back, but you save the suffering of having to beat a pixel dog to death with a sword because it is terrible. It is a terrible thing to hear, especially if you have your Minecraft noises on. I actually don't have my Minecraft noises on. Let me do that so you guys can hear them. Can you bark? They actually have custom noises in the mod. Hi, doggy dog. It is so cute. Look at how small and potato-ish it is. I love it. Yes, the Pups and Wolf quest. It's so cute. This is another wolf. We're gonna delete that one because I can't tame it. So let's go over the actual breeds. We're gonna get rid of the stuff in my inventory. We're just gonna keep the raw beef. It can be any raw meat to my knowledge, but I haven't tried modded meat. So we'll try that in just a little bit. And then we'll go over the actual, you know, like harness, muzzle, collar, and all of the service vests. In order to put a service vest on, you need a harness on. And currently, we're going to go over the wiki in just a little bit. Currently, aggression is planned, but for now, you can right-click a dog. I guess not the wolf. Let's spawn the Akita, and it does automatically name them because this is, like, survival mainly. Think of, like, Simply Cats. They spawn in survival around villages, but if you right-click, you can see all the information about them. Some of it is blocked. I'm so sorry, but all it says is the breed description. So, like, precarious politics, war, and disease make this breed's history complicated. This one is from Japan. If you guys don't know what an Akita is, they are such gentle dogs, but if they're not trained correctly, then they can be very aggressive. Just like a lot of other dog breeds, though, if you think of it. The pink juice. Yeah. Hi, Piper. Welcome. I'm goo. I'm good. I'm goo? I'm real goo. Thanks so much. And then I think you can... Oh! Didn't mean to do that. I have carry on. Sorry. I have the mod. I don't know how to get them to actually, that's not what I wanted to do. I don't know how to get the, like, to save their home. Anyways, so if you right click them with the breed standard book, you can also see like an inventory. You can see the hunting group. Male dog can impregnate females if intact. Cold climate dog. This dog struggles to take the heat and works best in cold, chilly biomes. Long coated dog, soft and fluffy. This is a recessive coat type, not dominant, which means if bred with a short-haired, I believe it means that they could possibly have short fur. Sprinting is the fastest a dog can go. All of the dogs that I have spawned, unless bred, I think have a low sprint speed, but it doesn't say anything about like how fast. It just says of speed per millisecond. I think that's what it means. I may be a little bit stupid there. I thought you were riding the dog like a horse. No, I don't want to do that to poor Rex. But let me go ahead and spawn some other Akitas. We can look at those. You can hear them making some noise. Go. Music. We're going to do master volume a little more. Ambient environment. We're going to do friendly creatures 100%. Let me know if this is too loud, okay? But they do make some like slower and quieter noises, like the panting and like the grumbles that they do. Can you make a noise? It's so cute. I can't. Okay. Next is a border collie, and I did agree to Moon. Moon owns a beautiful border collie named Dixie. I did agree if I got a red border collie to name it Dixie. These do come pre-named. Missile. Whoa. These do come pre-named, but you can rename them. I'm just saying, if you like their names, you can keep them. I usually keep them because I have no reason to rename them. Meter per second. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Sorry, I only measure in Chick-fil-A sauces. All right. Would you look at what we got first try? Moon, are you seeing this? In the US, it says MS, which usually means millisecond, but M/S, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, we're gonna name it Dixie. I do like how skinny these dogs look. In comparison, I do like the models. See, you hear them sniffing? Oh, this one's so pretty. Got the red merle. Are these all girlies? We got the whole girl squad out here. Are these also all girls? Galls? I can't speak today. I'm so sorry. These are all boys. You guys keep it to yourself. You hear me? When they're in heat, I gotta move them around. Get them out of here. This one is the Boston Terrier. I don't know why I keep on thinking French Bulldog. But look at how cute they are. I love their long faces. This one's a Rhythm. This one's a Mandy. Okay. This one's a Bear. That one is so cute. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at how flat their backs are. Girl, me too. Alright. Follow me. I want to see what they look like when they walk. Oh, okay, we're not. We're just floating. Also, I have Baldur's Gate music in the background. Hope you guys enjoy that. Are you actually gonna... Okay, I don't think this is meant to happen. The angelic music in the background. So I think this is a bug. Let's sit Bear down. Maybe? Bear, can you please move your legs? Are they all doing this? Oh, I think this is an animation problem. This kind of happens with Geckolib sometimes. Let me... Oh. Wait, there we go. Oh my gosh, it's such a cute walk. I want to see what Bear looks like. Okay. The walking is like, this one's really tiny, but this one's like a really generic walk. I would kind of hope that they would walk like tiny as well. Can you come over here, please? I guess puppies have like a clumsy walk as it is anyways. Is a red merle. If you guys see a dog that looks like yours, please do say something. I will name it for you. Okay, and then the German Shepherds. These guys have like the low slope, the common GSD look to them. I like how stocky they are, if I'm being honest. A lot of mods make their back legs really skinny, but these guys have like stocky front and back legs. Ooh, we got a white shepherd. We got a Swiss shepherd. Kind of looks like Kodiak. And it is a male, so I'm going to name it Kodiak. If you guys have been here long enough, you know who Kodiak is. I miss that dog every day, dude. He did not live his full life, and that makes me very sad. But at least he can live his full life in my Minecraft world. There isn't a ton of like fur texturing, if that makes sense. I don't really see it a lot in mods anyways. I see it a lot in resource packs. I think I may have it in this. Hold on. Yeah, we have the refined dogs. So these are different from actual Minecraft wolves, so you can have them side by side if you do have something like the livestock pets add-on, or you have something like refined dogs. You can see there's a lot of fur texturing. I'm not comparing. Okay, I like both of them. The models are good in their own ways, but that's one thing that I've noticed with a lot of resource packs and mods is they have a lot of like fur texturing and detail. This is one of my go-to dog appearance resource packs is refined dogs and refined cats if you guys haven't checked it out. So they are still on light, so there's going to be more breeds that I know of. But I am going to say this in the video, and I want you guys to also say these in the comments if you're watching as a VOD, or I mean if you watch during the live stream. I want you guys to suggest breeds, even if they don't use them. There are a lot of breeds that are more like, I wouldn't say unknown, but like rare in comparison, and I feel like they need some more representation, you know? I'm probably going to say it wrong, but I think it's Dojo Argentina. It's in refined dogs, and it's it looks like a pit bull, and a lot of people assume they're pit bulls, but they're actually their own breed. And I love seeing all of the different like rare or uncommon breeds in the different resource packs. I'm gonna skip the singing because it's distracting me. It's so beautiful. Okay, so the next two and the last two are Jack Russell Terrier and also the Pit Bull spawn egg. Okay, so we got the Jack Russell Terrier spawn egg and the Pit Bull spawn egg. A lot of you guys have been asking for realistic pit bulls, and I'm saying confidently right now that these guys do look realistic, but you have to wait. A Chihuahua would be so cute. So this is the Jack Russell Terrier. A pretty sporty mini dog. This one looks more realistic. It's cute, isn't it? I do like how blocky these dogs are in comparison to other mods, because it does resemble Minecraft a lot more. I feel like if you put too much detail into it, I guess it does also give people the options to have like more detail, less detail. But yeah, I like it. My childhood doggo. Dude, how was your childhood with a Jack Russell Terrier? That's all I'm thinking about. Jack Russell Terriers. Pearl, I think, is part terrier, and she's a menace. I can't imagine a full-blooded terrier. I do not like terriers for that reason, but once they get their energy out, they're good dogs. But oh my gosh. Okay, are you guys ready for the pit bull? This is Shelby. Oh, the shading's a little bit off because we're on a light block. They're beefy dogs. Little beefcakes, bro. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Shanti. I love them. I know that there's some pit bulls that are like sportier and aren't as big, but I feel like every single mod and resource pack, they make pit bulls like too thick or too thin, not thick. They don't make them thick enough in my opinion. And I've owned a pit bull before. I love pit bulls. I think they're a very misunderstood breed, and I think because of their upbringing and their reasoning for existing, a lot of people, and I mean even with they don't have the best track record because you have people who own them that either don't train them or just lose track of their dog. Not gonna sit here and say that pit bulls don't have a bad history. Those are the only breeds so far. They are coming out with more, but this is the light mod, or the light version of the mod. There's the Wolf, the Akita, Border Collie, Boston Terrier, German Shepherd, Jack Russell, and Pit Bull. Those are the only ones currently. But like I said, if you guys do have suggestions, please do comment them. The live chat, the developer may not go through it. And I'm not saying, I have not talked with the developer yet. They seem very sweet. There's multiple developers on this project, but the person that I did contact, I haven't talked with him yet, so I'm not saying at all that whatever breeds that you guys suggest for the mod are going to go in. But it definitely does help developers to get some sort of feedback from a community, if not their community. So, this is not officially in my mod pack. I'm not going to push for it to be my mod pack yet. I would kind of like to see some more progress on it, but I am wanting to promote it. So I am going to make an overview video of it so I can go back and like actually review it and like Oh, you guys like this video, you guys like this mod, see these updates, you know? Weimaraners. Oh my gosh, I would love to see Weimaraners in a mod. But yeah, it says here. Yeah, you guys can't see it very well. This group of misunderstood breeds are the cause of most human injuries and fatalities. High prey drives, unpredictable body language, and a devastating bite means that these dogs are taking time bombs without proper management. A lot of bully breeds are, though. My dog was like that too, Kodiak, because he was a French bulldog mixed with a German shepherd. Don't ask, by the way. Wait, let me show you him. I need to clear my homepage. Hold on. That's Kodiak. It's very hard to see. He was just a big German shepherd looking dog. He was like 80 pounds with a French bulldog face and ears. He was built like a tank. So that dog could definitely do some damage if not managed correctly. And I get that about a lot of dogs. So yeah, such a pretty guy. Loved him. This is going to be completely free. I put this on TikTok and a lot of people don't know about this, and that is okay. I'm about to educate you. Minecraft mods should not be charged. If it's a resource pack and they've made everything from scratch and there's really nothing to do with Minecraft in there other than like coding, they can charge for it legally. Mods should never be charged for. If they are charging for the access to a mod, that's also technically illegal. So I do know that at some point, and this isn't to start beef, let's not start that. I know originally the Star Room Equestrian mod, it released on Patreon for paid access. There was somehow that they did it that it was made legal, technically, but I wouldn't be paying for a mod if I were you guys. That's just my opinion. There are so many developers who work hard to make mods free that you shouldn't be paying for a mod. And also, if you're a developer, I understand you worked hard on a mod, but especially if you're using other resources or an open source code for your mod, you shouldn't be charging for it. That's just my opinion. Please don't beef with me in my live chat. I know you guys won't, but some developers are very, very, I wouldn't even say territorial because they have every right to be if they made the mod, but they're very like, you know, they have to survive somehow. So I get it. In a way. I get it. Name him Gray. Oh, I just realized I thought it was a girl this entire time. I was like, him? Is it with an E or an A? It's with this. So yeah, these are the Pitbulls. I'm gonna spawn one more. Oh, this one's beautiful. Roxy. These guys are so cute. Like I said, I love how thick they are. Roxy could go to war for sure. Look at that. Look at these guys. I have a pit bull. If you could get a... Oh, a brindle. Red... No, that does say bridle. Okay. I was like, a what one? What pattern is that? I don't know if there's brindle. I haven't... I kind of want to go ham. Oh, there's a bunch of refined dogs over here too. This is going to be so laggy. Let me go the other direction. I'm about to go ham, if you guys will respect that. We're going to use the empty arena over here. Don't mind the horse poop. Is that a horse? Oh, there is a horse over here. Oopsies. I just want to see the different coats we have. So this one does have genetics, which I'll explain in a moment. I don't see a Brenda one yet. Oh my gosh, the sniffy noises. Hey guys, welcome back to my ASMR channel. Can you cross the breeds? Not to my knowledge, no. I don't know if that's planned. I don't know a ton about this mod, so I'm trying to speak carefully. Because I won't know anything concrete until I get an official overview out. Because I usually send like the script or information to the developers. Like, hey, does this sound good? I like this one right here. This one's Maverick. This one's so cute. I like the solid pattern ones too. This one's Buffy. She is buff. Look at her. This one's Doug. Piper. Like the little spotted belly. I do know that when they're ready to have puppies, they lay down. I do know that, at least from what I've seen, but I still want to have some of them have puppies. We just have to wait a bit. So anyways, now that we've actually gone over the different breeds, we're gonna go into their accessories and what like functionalities they have currently. Like I said, I'm gonna be sharing stuff that's on the wiki and it may not be in place yet, but there's no way to tell because there's no like indicator on every single thing if it's in the mod or not yet. I do know that there are some toys planned. Right now, there's only the Frisbee and this doesn't work, but when it does, like when it is functioning, you should throw it like you fire a bow in Minecraft, if that makes sense. So you just hold your right click and then throw it and the dog will go and get it. If you play Doggy Talents, that one has like throwing sticks and bone throws and stuff, and the dogs actually go and get that. I think I actually have it installed. I do. Ha 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 ha. Wait for this. Peachy, you ever watch A Dog's Purpose? Don't say those words around me. I have, and that movie, okay, I was meant to watch it with my sister, but my sister for some reason flaked. And I watched it by myself and I cried like a freaking baby. And I have not watched it since. I've not watched that movie a second time. I don't think I ever could. Oh, do a flip! Okay, so this one we have is Doggy Talents X Better Dogs. So that means that we have a lot of different breeds to choose from. I'm not trying to take away from the original mod, by the way. I'm just doing a little feature. Giving you guys some options, you know? I don't think that that's wrong at all. There's also a lot of different fantasy breeds that you can choose from. Oh my gosh, look at the Afghan hounds. Don't mind if I do. This one's pretty well optimized for the amount of blocks it has, like the textures and everything. You would look at it and go, yeah, that would cause some lag, but it really doesn't. Let's see. There's a drool throw stick, and that's after they actually like get it in their mouth. Oh my gosh, big stretch. Do you want this? Oh my. I had to look at it for a second. Hello, thank you. You can throw them pretty far, and they do go and get them. I'll follow just in case. So that's what I imagine for it to be like when they do have like actual toys enabled in the mod. Let me get the wiki up and I'll tell you guys exactly what we're looking at. Also, the mod is in the description if you guys want to go check it out yourself. Let's see. Dog toys. What is planned? There's the Frisbee, the Retriever dummy, which is, I think, just a small dummy for a retriever to go and grab. It's like a, I don't know how to describe it. It's basically like a cylinder toy with a handle on it. A tennis ball, a stuffed unicorn, and a tug rope. Different breeds have different favorite toys. If a dog is given its favorite toy to play with, it will chase it, even if its playfulness stat would usually be too low. So there, I guess there is going to also be a playfulness stat. I do not know. Goodbye, friend. Your neck is so long. That's not right. That's not right. That's nightmare fuel. We're gonna go over here. Let's go and work on the actual equipment pieces. I know this mod has so much potential already. Looking at it and looking into it last week, I was like, oh my gosh, the things that we could accomplish with this mod is insane. Sorry, my cardigan is like everywhere. Okay, so there's the muzzle, the collar, the harness, the hog vest, which IRL, to my knowledge, all a hog vest is like an armored vest. That's what I thought it was, because when I worked at a vet, I have seen them before. Yeah. Boar vests. So if you guys don't know wild boars, I lived in Arkansas, okay? Give me a second to educate y'all. We saw wild boars so much, and I'd always be like, aw, little piggies. Those things could destroy a dog. We had a dog come into the vet His name was Squid, and he was ripped apart. Thankfully, he made it out alive and healed perfectly fine. He had a few scars, but he was a trooper because he got into it with some boars, and boars have, first of all, they can bite, and they also have very sharp tusks and will mess you up. If you ever see a boar and go, oh, little piggy, run away, okay? I'm saying that because I care for you a lot, all right? Also a sweater. All of these are brown. If you're a brown fan, you're gonna love it, but you can also dye them with any of the dyes. I don't know about modded dyes, I haven't tried them, but we're gonna use cotton here. Cotton the German Shepherd as an example. We're gonna do a crafting table. Is this a bone block? Why are you... Ma'am? When did you get here? I love the noise the bone blocks make. Yeah, so if you guys are ever wanting to run up to a wild pig or a wild boar, especially when it has tusks, don't do that. If you see a baby wild boar, leave it alone. It's like a baby bear. The mom is somewhere lurking. It's actually using the baby as bait. Little do you know. I'm not gonna use any of the modded dyes yet. 16 Minecraft dyes. You know what? We're gonna go with pink for now. Even though he's a male, it's fine. Pink looks... He's gonna be a pretty princess. So you can color any of the equipment pieces. To my knowledge, you can't do two different colors like you would with the SWEM riding helmet, if that makes sense. I could try, but I doubt it. I don't think it has the same functionalities. Oh my gosh, wait. A whole new world. You can mix dyes. I didn't know that. I just went, I wonder. That's so cool. Okay. That makes me so happy. Hi Coda. Hope you're having a good day too. My Pitbull is an absolute beefy individual. I need to see your Pitbull now. Can you send me a picture of your Pitbull on Discord, please? Guys, if you're not in my Discord, please join. And you need to pay the dog tax. Just saying. You guys do need to pay the dog tax. And that's everyone. Everyone needs to pay the dog tax at some point. Yeah, this is just the light version of the mod. So there's a lot that's going to be added. So you can mix and match different dyes. Let's get a bunch of different dyes. Let's put this up here. My biggest, I wouldn't even say it's a toxic trait, but I fill up my inventory when doing these. The saddlebags. I think you need a harness for the saddlebags. I'm gonna make this one blue. This dog's about to be a whole rainbow. Let's make this one pink and add some purple to it. The sweater, I'm gonna make brown, which does not change the color. Add some purple to the brown, and then the collar we can just also make purple because I ran out of dyes because I didn't duplicate them. That's on me. The Discord was how I knew that there was a stream. Yes, please enable those pings. I do not ping just willy-nilly with the new stream and new video. I only ping if I uploaded a stream or if I say, hey, I'm not going to be streaming today. Because I did learn, this wasn't recently, but I forgot how many of you guys depend on streams on the weekends. And if I don't say, hey, I'm not going to stream this weekend, like one of you guys reached out on my personal Instagram, which don't do that. Don't dox me. But some of you guys do reach out like, hey, are you okay? Are we getting something this weekend? And I have to post somewhere, hey, I'm not going to be streaming this weekend. Which makes me really happy, by the way, that you guys are like looking forward to those and like actually, you know, wanting to see more content from me. That makes me very happy. Oh, I guess you just need to shift right click with an object. Interesting. Dog tax has been paid. Thank you, Moon. And then the hog vest. I think you need the harness before anything else. So let's go ahead and put the harness on. Hog vest. Oh, wait, the hog vest kind of looks like, this is gonna be oddly specific, but do you guys know the tactical uniforms that have like the cropped vest and then underneath you have the bulletproof vest and it low-key looks like they're rocking a corset? It's gonna be so niche, but hear me out. I don't know where to, do saddlebags even work? I don't think saddlebags work. I don't know how to look. Let me look. Dog equipment. Sterilization potion, surrender form, which we'll go over in just a second. It doesn't say anything can't be used, if that makes sense. I'm gonna need a picture of that comparison. Guys, I'm gonna get allegations if I put that on screen, because you guys are gonna be like, oh my god. She's into that. Hold on. Jacket. Hold on. I need to find this. I don't know what to search for this. Because it's also a biker vest, too. That's how I found out about it. I was working on saving up for equipment for a bike. That is not for the week, by the way. Like, one pair of pants for bikers, because they're armored, is like $200. So imagine how much a full biker outfit is for, especially for women, especially for tall women. Oh my gosh. It's tough, man. I need to figure out where it is. I have a saved video, but it looks like a thirst trap. But I can't beat the allegations if you guys see that, even though I saved it, because I wanted to know the link for a women's jacket. Let me see. Is this it? Kind of. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the screen. I don't know what kind of niche this is. Is that a biker helmet? That doesn't look like a biker helmet. Okay. That didn't work. Stand by, guys. Stand by. Stand by. I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. Is it up here? Yes. This is appropriate, I promise. Do you see what I mean? So, okay. I don't have I don't think you guys can see my mouse, but do you see how the jacket is cropped? Now imagine underneath that, instead of a t-shirt, it's like a bulletproof compression shirt, and it looks like a corset. Every time I see a guy with this jacket and like a compression shirt underneath, it low-key looks like he's rocking a corset underneath, and I'm like, okay, get it. That's what the hog vest looks like to me. We are just going so niche today, but like, look at that. See that? Does that make sense? Do you guys see the vision? Or am I crazy? You see what I mean? Thank you. Thank you. You better not be lying to me. You better not be lying to me on my own stream. I will cry. Okay. I think that the sweater, I don't know how to get the sweater on. I don't know how to work any of these other than the collar and the harness, and now I guess the hog vest. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, well anyways, I don't know how to work those. I don't know what I'm doing there. What's the flower add-on? I have so many add-ons, you have to be a little bit more specific than that. I think I have like 4 flower mods in this mod pack. By the way, this is Dovington. If you guys want a map to play, even if it's like, see how I'm not using horses or livestock, which is like my main niche. I have some horses in the barn, but I mostly have wolves and dogs all around. This is a really good property. It's fully decked out and decorated. If you guys want to check that out, it is on my Ko-Fi in the description. Oh, that's flowery GUI. I showed it. I think it's called Overgrown. Extra flowery GUI, and then I also have the Overgrown one, which isn't enabled. So yeah, look that up. It's really cute. I love it. Now that we're done looking over the basic equipment, now we have the service vest. Now these service vests do go over harnesses, so you need a harness in order to put them on. To my knowledge, there's no such thing as like patches or anything, but they are so cute. They do have the handle on them, and I love the inclusion of service vests in this mod because I wouldn't say it's rare, but it's definitely something you don't see often in, I mean, it is working dog, so that makes sense. Okay, I don't know how to... I don't know how to get back into his inventory. There we go. It's good enough. This one I think has the medical. Yeah. And this goes on all of the breeds to my knowledge. Let me get a smaller breed so you guys can see. That's not a small breed. Let's do the Boston Terrier. I really love how the Boston Terrier looks. Copper, that's so cute. Look at how baby that is. Little chicken nugget. All right, we're gonna do the harness. That's what it looks like on a baby dog. Oh, maybe the sweaters go on these guys. Okay, so these guys can't wear service vests. They can only wear sweaters. That's so loud. Okay, so the sweaters are for the baby dogs. Let me take the harness off. Can I take the harness off? Yes, I can. Look at your cute little cashmere. Oh my gosh. This isn't like an exclusive mod, by the way. Yeah, you can get it anytime. I don't know what versions it's for, but we'll figure that out. It does look like a French Bulldog, doesn't it? I swear, like, it could pass as either, but it's giving more French Bulldog than English. Or not English, Boston. Just going through all of the motions, man. There's some select decoration items. There's the kennel equipment. I don't know if this can be recolored. We'll check in a moment. But it has the muzzle, the lead, and I guess that's like a grabber. One of those little grabber things. I don't know what to call it. The loop-de-loop. The snatcher. Let's see. No, we can't. I doubted we could anyways, but I just wanted to know because it does have like a distinct color to it. I have epilepsy, and if it wasn't for my service dog Hero, I'd be so lost. That's so, like, that's so nice to hear, because service dogs, for like, some people don't understand that service dogs, they need service dogs. My sister has POTS and she's been thinking about getting a service dog, but there's a surprising amount of people who suffer through life and they're like, oh well, I don't need a service dog. Like, but a service dog would be so helpful. It's not required, but for a lot of people it is. Like, without a service dog, they don't know what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. Dogs can detect if you're going to be having an episode of any kinds. Seizure dogs, there's guiding dogs. Dogs can sense a lot about your body before you even sense it yourself. Which is crazy. My friend found out she was pregnant from her dog. Her dog kept on laying on her stomach and like booping her stomach. She was like, why are you doing that? And then a week later, she was like, oh my gosh, I think I might be pregnant. Sure enough, she was freaking pregnant. So every single color has a normal bed, a fancy bed, and a dog food bowl, or a bowl, which is just food and water. Again, to my knowledge, I don't think that they can use these. So, oh my gosh, you only have 3 hearts? You're only like 3 apples tall. That's tragic. I mean, that's realistic, but dude, this dog could go to war and you're only giving it 3 hearts? I'm kidding, I'm kidding. They're asking... Okay. You guys may not like my opinion on pugs. I think they're so cute. They're a little messy, but every dog is to a point. I think that their breed is so unethical. I'm not saying I don't like your pug. If one of you guys stops me in the middle of the road and goes, you know, look at my pug, I'm gonna pet your dog and be like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. But would I buy a pug? No. I wouldn't. Would I shame somebody for buying a pug? No. But I just believe that the breed itself is very unethical. There are a lot of breeds that I believe are unethical. They can't breathe good. They have very bad health issues in life. All dogs could have that. My dog early this year, but like started it last year, got tick disease and she almost passed from it. Had nothing to do with her breed. All dogs have health issues at some point. But to breed a dog to purposefully have a smushed snout, I just will never understand. Again, no hate to anyone who owns pugs. No hate to anyone who owns dogs with smushed faces. The same thing with Scottish Folds. They are the cutest cats. I love them. They're so cute. But can they breathe? Who knows? I have met some dogs that have smushed faces that don't have bad breathing. I really just think it's due to development. It's very unpredictable, those types of dogs, how they develop. That's how I feel about it. You will never find me fighting somebody about their dog. I know that that makes me a wuss, and a lot of you guys who are activists are like, come on, Peach, you have a platform, but who am I to walk up to somebody and be like, your dog sucks. Your dog freaking sucks. No, that's mean. And they already got the dog. Why would you just sit there and berate the dog and the owner? At least you can educate the owner, so someday they have more of a decision to make. But even then, like, everyone's living life. Why are you ruining someone else's vibe just because their dog, it just isn't ethical? It's the same thing, and this is about to get real controversial up in here. I do not care. It's the same thing about adopt, don't shop. If they have a specific purpose for a dog, then shop. If you find a good, ethical breeder, then shop. If you come up to me and say that you found a good golden doodle breeder, don't talk to me. But anything else, I'm all for. For example, Moon has a border collie. Okay? Beautiful dog. She got her from a breeder. She is an amazing dog, very well trained. I have a mutt, a scrangly little mutt. Great dog. She listens great. I trained her. Both of them had hiccups, but they're both from different, one's from a breeder and one's from a shelter. That I know of, at least. I don't know if she was purposefully bred. All I know is I got her from the shelter. Even if you are paying thousands of dollars for a good dog, as long as the breeder checks out and you have the right papers, you're being updated correctly, the dog is being cared for and giving their boosters correctly, if they're being crate trained, depending on what you want as a dog parent or what the breeder does, you should not be going after other people for that. That is my opinion. I go and see people on TikTok being like, look at my new puppy. They're like, why aren't you out adopting? There's dogs dying because of you. Leave them alone. Anyways, I could be passionate about that for hours. We're gonna go off that topic. I almost got a Bernie Doodle, and you guys may be mad at me about that. It wasn't a super expensive Bernie Doodle, but I know anything doodle, it like, especially because I'm an ex-vet tech, it gives people some like flashbacks. They're like, oh, there's people that own golden doodles that don't know, but it's a mixed breed. They're called designer breeds. I think that they can be great dogs if they're trained correctly. Any dog can. Amen. Anyways. Yeah. Any way that you go, you're gonna have to put work into it. Just one way may be a little bit more expensive, but if you're looking for a specific breed or a dream breed, just go ethically. Don't go on a backyard breeder on Facebook. Please don't use Facebook Marketplace unless they have an actual website or references to go to. If they can't provide a family that they provided a dog to prior, unless they're brand new at breeding, maybe don't trust them then too. Then don't trust them with your money or the future of your dog, your possible dog. Anyways, oh my gosh, Peachy's annoying. I'm kidding. I'm really not though. That was a tangent. So anyways, the one thing that we haven't gone over yet is the surrender form. This is very important because this untames your dog. See, now it is no longer tamed. It's just doing its own thing. Really helpful if you have a friend who's like, I like that dog. And you're like, you want that dog? And they're like, yeah. Then you can untame them and you don't have to worry about like doing some seance or something, whatever you do in other mods. I know there's some mods that's a whole process. You have to like do a command. You have to give them an item and then they can retame them. That's too much work. Right? If your dog is over 5K, please question them. Be questioning them anyways. If you feel like you're annoying a breeder, then like rethink your decision because you're there to ask questions. That's your future dog. I don't see any other items that we haven't gone over, but now I'm gonna go over the wiki. Let me put it on another tab so that I can do this correctly because I have my live chat on another tab. Hold on. Where's my window capture? What's going on? There we go. There's another one. Let me make sure this is the right thing. GitHub. There we go. Do I have any personal information on here? No. Okay, cool. Hello? I don't know how to get this. Oh, there we go. That's not what I wanted to do, but you guys get the vibe. Okay, so this is the GitHub. For those who want like a really well-designed wiki, this doesn't have that yet. This is the same thing that Dragon has. They have worked hard to put the breed standard book in game, which I just showed, and that allows you to see more about the actual breed and the information about the dog. Let's go to the main part of the wiki. So it's also on the CurseForge page if you guys haven't seen. It says working dogs is that one dog mod everyone has wanted for years but nobody has ever made until now, with one sad sap who lives on cheap cinnamon whiskey, Adderall, and frozen fish cakes. That is an interesting combination, but I respect it. Working Dogs, or Work Dog for short, aims to give Minecraft players an easy to learn but tough to master system to breed, train, and play with their favorite breeds of real-life working dogs. Every dog breed has its own perks and downfalls, and with enough dedication you can turn a pack of dangerous wolves into a crew of diligent, loyal dogs. So, right here, this is a big notice right here. It's in a little bit of like a transparent type text, so I'm highlighting it for you guys. Working Dogs is currently released as a light beta version. The wiki has been written with the entire scope of the mod in mind. Keep that in mind, okay? Meaning it is not currently a 1-to-1 ratio accurate with what you will experience in game. We will do our best to edit unnecessary information, but we are only a few people and might miss some things. Please bear with us. That's why I mentioned it in the beginning. I don't want to seem like I'm berating them, but it's very important to know this when you're looking through the wiki, because some things may not make sense. Because you will see it and be like, oh, okay, it says here that if I like right click my harness and click my heels 3 times, my dog will float. No, it won't, because that's not in the game yet. Again, just a notice for those who are looking to like get accurate information. Some things may not be in game yet. I will say they have made a good effort of saying, like, for example, if you go to dog toys, you guys can't see the full screen, I'm so sorry. Right here in the light beta version, some dog toys are in game but not yet functional. You see that? Cool. Yes, they do. They're called attributes. So some features are not yet implemented. It says it here too. Aggression is an attribute that decides the behavior of dogs around other entities. So whether they attack another entity, stuff like that, I'm sure. There are several types of aggression that dogs can display. Some traits bred into working dogs, such as location guarding, hunting ability, and working independence, make them prone to displaying weary or aggressive behavior. Also, I'm so sorry in advance. My speaking is not great today. I feel like my speech impediment is like coming back. Just me tripping over my words. Aggression is not implemented as of WorkDog 1.0, but is planned for a future update. It will retroactively affect breeds, so players should plan ahead on how to keep their dogs and other pets safe. There's things like the small prey drive. It's common in hunting and terrier dogs. Dogs with small prey drives have a chance to attack and kill small animals. Dogs in working mode may also be distracted and run after unwanted small animals during a job. Dogs with small prey drives will attack chickens and rabbits, ocelots and cats. Click for hot chicks chickens. That's an inside joke, okay? Or that's, I guess that's like one of those, you know, hot women near you, 1 mile. It's like an inside joke thing. Simply cats, and toy-sized dogs. We got friendly fire up in here. Large prey drive. It's common in large hunting breed dogs. Dogs with large prey drives have a chance to attack and kill large animals. Pigs, cows, sheep, and llamas, pandas and polar bears, and wild wolves. My dog is a small prey drive dog, by the way. Like my IRL dog, Pearl. She's crazy with it, though. I've had to really train her, but she has something called, like, what is it? It's not the exact term, but it's like laser pointer syndrome. When she's locked in on something, it is really difficult to be like, hey. That's why I had to shock collar train her for the road. I hate using a shock collar on any dog. I don't suggest it for training at all. I actually, like, I'm against it for training. If you need a shot collar to train your dog, you need to reevaluate. But she would just run right into the road, wouldn't listen to me. And I would rather have my dog feel a little bit of a zzz than be hit by a car. So she's pretty bad with that. Oh no, it's an actual mod? What? Oh, the hot chicks chicken. I thought it was an inside joke of like hot chicks near you. Anyways, ignore me. Let me know if my music is too loud. All right. Yes. Dog aggression is common in hunting, protection, and guardian dogs. Dog-aggressive dogs will potentially attack and kill other dogs if left in an unsafe situation. If within 8 blocks of a female dog in heat, male dogs will attempt to fight and kill other male dogs. That is terrifying, because knowing me, I'll be like, oh, when is my dog going into heat? And I'll hear like yelping behind me, be like, what? There goes one of my dogs. Pregnant female dogs will attempt to fight other intact female dogs that get within two blocks of them. Okay, female dogs will attempt to fight and kill other dogs that get within 4 blocks of their puppies. And intact dogs of either sex display alert behavior towards other intact dogs, but will not attack them. So, this is very important as it is IRL. Fix your dogs if you don't want them to be aggressive. I will be fixing and sterilizing all of my pixel dogs because I don't really care for puppies and I want them to live. I want them to live their full lives. But if you do, we'll go into breeding in just a second because there is a lot of detailed breeding. If you guys do want to breed dogs, just be more diligent about them. This mod makes you look into things like aggression and where a dog is, what dogs are around them, which I think is very important because it does correlate with IRL situations. Dogs are like that IRL. Neutering dogs the players does not plan to breed. Players can also prevent deaths by dog aggression by separating dogs that must stay intact with solid blocks and fences. They should also remove dogs that are in heat, pregnant, or nursing puppies from common spaces. Human aggression is common in several large dog breeds. Human aggressive dogs respond aggressively to strange people. The negative effects of human aggression are primarily seen in multiplayer. Dogs will growl and warning bark at other players if they see them and run towards them in wander mode, but will not attack them without being provoked. If PvP is enabled on multiplayer servers, dogs in wander mode will automatically attack any player holding a sword, bow, or trident within 6 blocks of their owner. Ooh, okay. A muzzle. However, muzzle dogs cannot defend themselves if attacked by another dog or entity, so separating aggressive dogs from other players or only stationing them where they are needed to attack intruders is the smartest choice. So while you have a muzzle on a dog, while it is effective for protecting somebody else or another animal, it's also limiting the defense of that dog, which I think is very important. Destroy the bottom of the living room door. One of my friends had a German Shepherd that like destroyed the bottom of the carpet by the door and chewed the whole bottom part of the door to get to her. She was downstairs and she just had the dog closed up. Isn't that terrifying? Dogs with separation anxiety, which German Shepherds are naturally like, you know, aggressive, not aggressive, anxious, anxiety driven dogs. I can't think of, it was an A word, I know that. Any dog breed can be aggressive. That's also a controversial opinion, but I'll leave it at that. All right, coat color, coat length. Coat length is a per dog variable. It cannot be changed, and even trimmable dogs retain their coat length value after being cut. Some breeds have a variable coat length, which is influenced by their parents' genetics. I'm not going to be reading all of this. Heat tolerance is a per breed attribute. Dogs and working dogs are suited to work in specific Minecraft biomes and outside of their comfort zone can struggle. What does struggle mean though? Oh, they pant in distress to indicate their discomfort to their owner. Hot weather dogs are best suited to biomes with a temperature of 0.6 and up. Outside of this range, they display panting, distress behavior, and incur a debuff. Okay, so bite damage, health, and sprinting speed is affected. Dogs and working dogs are gendered, and a dog's sex affects not only its breeding potential, but some aspects of its behavior. Okay. Male and female dogs generate at roughly the same rate. Male and female dogs of the same breed are the same size. As pets and working dogs, neither gender has an advantage over the other. Oh my gosh. That's so unlike humans. That's what they think, at least. Dude, go into the workforce. You'll see exactly what I mean. Being in the workforce as a woman, I know it's different for men, and I know men have their own complaints, but being in the workforce as a woman, it is so tiring. It is so freaking tiring as a woman in the, at least in the American workforce. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. Size. Size is a pure or per breed attribute. Okay. Dog size will factor into speed and hauling capacity of cart and sled dogs. Okay, so we are planning some carts and sleds, maybe? Large dogs are generally large working dogs over 60 pounds. I feel like all of this can be read on y'all's own time if you do want to know more. It's just more like tedious information, which is nice to see. I'm just not going to be reading it now. So the shelter is something that is naturally generated as part of the working dogs mod. They occasionally appear in plains and savanna biomes. They do not generate as part of the village and appear as standalone buildings. If you have a mod like... I mean, Swem has a standalone building, at least it did in 1.16. There's some mods that do generate a small building that is dedicated to that mod. So it will have loot specifically to that mod. It may include other mods, which we'll see here. They always generate with a kennel hands villager in the front of the kennel area. 1 dog can generate in each individual kennel. Up to 3 dogs can spawn. Against the back wall, 2 cat cages spawn and contain 1 to 2 cats each. If the Simply Cats mod, which I have gone over in a video if you guys want to check that out, if that one is installed, the cats that spawn in the shelter will be from the mod instead of vanilla. So there is going to be, and it says here, 3 to 4 parrots and 1 to 2 rabbits. So it does prioritize other animals as well, but those are standalone buildings. I have not tried to find one yet because I'm in a pre-made world, but if you guys would like, I can go and try to find one in a single player world. I just don't know if they're added just yet. I'm guessing because how else are you meant to find the dogs in single player? Hi Ben, hello. Let's see. What is next? Hi, Rigby. Whoa, Rigby, one of the main characters from the cartoon show Regular Show from Cartoon Network. I feel like I'm gonna get sued for saying that on stream. Hello, I'm a huge fan. Where's Mordecai? Alright, next. Dog breeding. This is one of the things I'm most excited for. So I say this a lot in my overview videos, but mom-dad. Mom-dad breeding basically just means it is the most basic breeding. A lot of mods have this. Genetic Animals has this quite often. Not exactly mom-dad, but mom-dad, and then the rest is history. The Livestock Overhaul has this in a way. It's not, like I said, it's not bad, but it just doesn't have a lot of percentage and work. This one doesn't have that. Every aspect of the dog and its genetics goes into the breeding. So it says each parent factors 50% into a breeding, which technically is still mom-dad, but it has specifics. 30% of that 50% is the parent's shown coat. 20% is the parent's carried coats. If you don't understand this, don't worry. I don't really either. When breeding dogs with long and short coats, German Shepherds and Border Collies, long is a simulated recessive, so long x long should always produce long-coated puppies. Long x short is 25% long, and short x short is 8% long. So long is like a If you breed 2 long-haired coat dogs, the puppy's going to come out long-coated. But if you breed 2 short-coated dogs, there's an 8% chance that it will be long-coated. So that means you're never safe from the long-coated dogs, is what I'm trying to say. Wolves and dogs can crossbreed. Wolf x wolf is a 95% wolf and 5% biome-based dog breed. Wolf x dog will be 45% parent dog, 5% random breed and dog parent group, and 45% wolf and 5% biome-based dog breed. Did you catch any of that? Because I didn't. This is a lot of number work, which is nice to see. Don't get me wrong. I'm not making fun of the creators. I'm more or less making a joke about, like, this is a lot of information, but for the people who are genetics nerds, you guys are going to eat this up. Eat it up for dinner. Heat cycles. Female dogs go into heat automatically. Female dogs in heat become pregnant when the first intact male dog touches them. Okay. I just realized I have a lot of intact females with male dogs. Hold on, guys. I need to... We'll be right back. I need to go into the back really quick. I just realized this. I have... Wait, no. It's in the back still. It also looks kind of confusing. You can kind of pick and choose what you want to absorb from it. You don't have to breed dogs. You can just make them all sterile. Just saying. Where did I have dogs? That's all of the... Over here. Hey, guys. Okay, all of them... Geez, it takes like an hour for them to go back into heat. That is configurable, so I may go into the config before I make the mod overview and lower it down a lot so I can breed dogs when I need to. But yeah. I do like that it can be detailed if you want it to. I can never think of regular show without thinking Mordecai X What? Wait, what? Why are we thinking that? I'm not against it, but I'm... What are we doing? Some interesting fandoms we got going on. Okay. Pregnancy. Gestation should take 72,000 ticks, configurable. And once there are less than 10% pregnancy ticks left until birth, the mother dog will lay down and refuse to move. Females track the amount of litters that they have updated after birth, and after 5 litters, there is a 25% chance, or 50% in pedigree mode, the female becomes infertile, which is very real. I think we should not... Another controversial opinion, I think we should stop breeding female dogs after a certain point. I think they should be able to retire, as any mother should. Litters can be 1 to 4 puppies. There is a 10% chance for a false pregnancy, where the female goes into heat cool down instead of pregnancy. Male and female puppies are equally as likely to be born. So just like there really is no advantage of male or female dogs, there is no likeliness of one gender being born rather than the other. Neutering. In real terms, neutering is sterilizing a male dog, and spaying is sterilizing a female dog. But neutering is sometimes used in all terms. Once neutered, female dogs will no longer enter heat, and male dogs can no longer get females pregnant. Sterilization is not reversible and should be considered carefully. Yeah, so it prevents all risk, both breeding and, you know, aggression. Oh, all dogs that spawn naturally in shelter structures are already neutered. Stray dogs may also randomly spawn neutered. Interesting. Interesting. Lethal genes are coat colors that in real life are known to be overbred, unnatural, or associated with several health issues that would impact the working ability of a dog. Double dilution? Merle? Who we talking? This one is really sad for me personally because I used to foster a lot of animals, and you have no idea how common it is for a dog or a cat to be born blind or deaf or both. I had a deaf kitten. Pure white kitten with blue eyes. She was beautiful. I named her Fairy. Her new name is now Appa. from Avatar: The Last Airbender. I think it's so cute. I haven't checked up on her owner, but they did adopt her, and she, I was able to vacuum around her while she was sleeping, and I went, huh. So when I gave them to her, they went to the vet and confirmed, because our vet couldn't confirm if she was deaf or not. They were like, we don't have the capabilities to do that. But their vet could. Their vet actually had a test. So yeah. Lethal coat colors are defined per breed, but crossbreeding cannot prevent lethal gene stillbirths. So I do know that there's a phantom pregnancy, which just means the female dog is pregnant, but when she gives birth, there's nothing that comes out. So there is, if you guys are somebody who wants a peaceful, cozy game with no loss, you know those mods that have like invincibility on animals and there's no way for your animal to die. If you're somebody who loves those, maybe don't get this mod. This mod is going to upset some people, but it at least is realistic. So you remember Fairy? Oh my gosh, that was years ago. That was like what, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? I used to foster kittens a lot. I used to foster bottle-fed babies too, which I want to get into here, but it's a lot of work. You got to wake up every 2 to 3 hours. Let's see. Okay, that's the sprint formula. I'm bad with math, so I'm not gonna have good formula knowledge. If I see formula, I'm gonna start crying. Working group. Working group is decided per breed and cannot be changed by crossbreeding or training. Bay dogs are bred to help humans find and track things, whether they're hound dogs sniffing out the trail of an escaped criminal. Okay, who wants some criminal roleplay? Gonna get my brother on the mod and be like, run. Or a pointer showing a hunter exactly where to shoot. These dogs lend their senses to their trainers to track down and complete a task. Herding dogs are bred to help farmers move and control livestock. Herding dogs breeds use a green spawn egg. In working mode, herding dog or group dogs attract passive livestock mobs. Mobs try to follow them very closely. Then you have mods like Livestock Overhaul Pets add-on, where they actually drive the livestock away from them. Livestock, they're attracted to livestock, and livestock are scared of them. So you have 2 different variations of herding dogs. I kind of like the idea of livestock following them, because the constant chase of a livestock dog just seems stressful. You know? Hunting dogs are one of the oldest, most... I'm not saying that word. Dogs have stronger senses, sharper teeth, and faster feet than people, and they're an incredible asset in catching very strong and very fast prey. So the Bane currently is... Are there any bay dogs? I don't think so. Border Collie is the herding dog. Hunting, there's Akita and Pitbull. Working behavior. Livestock Guardian. More working behavior. Are these both the same thing? Oh, okay. It goes over each one. This is a lot of information. This is the reason that I was hesitant to show the wiki on stream, but I'm skipping over a lot. I'm trying my best to mention as much as possible. There is a lot of information in here. There's happy bark, aggression, warning bark, growls. There's a lot of also communication that goes into it as well. Let's see. Sled dogs are a work in progress, and currently none of their behavior is known or functional. Sled dog or sled breed dogs use a light blue spawn egg, and as version of 1.0, the sled group goes unused by any dogs. So we don't have any of those bad boys just yet. I'm guessing Akita is not a sled dog. I swear I saw somewhere that Akitas were used, maybe used at some point. Let me go into my other tab. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Can I not use AI, please? Okay. Yeah, see, look, hold on, where is this? We're gonna do some research together. Northern Japan. Did you know in northern Japan it's almost always snowing? I didn't know that until recently. Because I lived in the northern part of Washington state, up by the Canadian border, and it was almost always snowing. Like, we had maybe 3 or 4 months out of the year where it wasn't snowy and cold. I want to see the puppy so bad. I'm gonna try my best, guys. Yeah, and a lot of people are used to like the domesticated huskies that were bred to have less shedding, but true huskies that are used for sledding are units. I don't know if you guys know that, like these bad boys right here. They're like all thickness. I've pet one sledding husky before and I don't think I felt its skin. I was like, oh my gosh, like there's so much fur in this. It's crazy. Yeah, and versus like husky coloring and then Akita, they have different colorings. And there is a Japanese and an American. I've only ever seen American, I'm pretty sure. So there's some edumacation for you guys. Akitas are livestock protectors normally. That does make sense. I'm not judging where they put him in the mod. Honestly, I don't mind. So we did look over the entire mod and everything in between, but we haven't looked over puppies. As you can see, their heat is 1.2 thousand seconds away. Let's see how long 1200 seconds is. 2 minutes. 20 minutes. Do I want to wait that long? Not really. So let me go into my config really quick. For now, I'm gonna go back to Minecraft. I'm gonna go into the config really quick and see if we can lower it down. That way I can just go on be right back and then load it up again. Hacking into the mainframe. Give me a second, guys. Let's see, config. That was really bad, I'm sorry. How are you guys liking the mod so far, though? Let's see. Hi, Royal. Hello. I love huskies. Oh my gosh, same. I just wish they weren't so loud, but I feel like that's part of their charm. You love it? That's good. Where's config? Is it in world, maybe? Oh, I'm in config. Oh my gosh, I'm a little bit stupid. Is there working dogs? Let's go down to W. Okay, I think I need my glasses at this point. Are you guys ready for Carl from Up to come out? I got like, not like a weird design, but I got cat eye glasses again. They're way cheaper looking. They were about the same price as my old ones, but I already know that these bad boys are gonna break easily. I feel like a librarian. Let me look on my computer. But I have them cat eye so I can like see in my peripheral. I use them when driving. When you have an astigmatism as bad as mine, let me tell you, when it's nighttime alone, I start crying, but when it's raining at nighttime, you better clutch on to those car handles, man. This is why I will forever be a passenger princess. Okay. So pedigree mode is automatically false. Is there a way to let you guys see this? Hold on. I can show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Is this allowed? Is this allowed? I don't think it's letting me see this. I can see the file explorer. Let me see if I can open this on another tab, because it's not favoring Notepad. Thank you for the follow. Again, let me see this. They suit you so well. Thank you. Thank you. I need to get more glasses. I'm working with 2 companies right now to get more types of glasses because you can never have too many. Don't save. Don't save. Get out of here. Let's see if it allows me to show you guys this top secret information. Is this... Okay. So we're not doing that. This is getting really annoying. Let me widen the screen. Sorry guys, I'm trying my darnest right now. Notepads, notepad. There we go. Is that right? Maybe. What? Hello? Can you see this? Okay, I don't know why there's a black bar at the bottom. Oh, it's because it's... Let me... Can I move this over to the screen? Does that help? This is okay, this is gonna make no sense to some of you guys. I'm so sorry. This is called a config or a configuration. And if you are somebody who wants to edit little tedious things, especially on mods that have big configs like spawn rates, breeding times, breeding cooldowns, this is definitely something that you want to learn. A lot of it is just numbers and true and false. True means on, false means off. True means enabled, false means disabled. Pedigree mode is false, which means it is not on. I don't know what pedigree mode means. I think it just means more realistic breeding. When a dog's home point is set, this is the distance and blocks they will roam around it. It is at 32. My biggest recommendation is if you do not know how to use config, do not mess with it too much because they put it at the right amount. It's more or less like experimental mode. So if you are somebody who sees like a small number and goes, huh, I kind of want it bigger, sometimes the mod bugs out then. So things like that I try not to mess with. The number is used to limit dog breeding. If more than this amount of dogs are nearby, automatic breeding will be disabled. I am going to leave that for now. I'm going to do name babies because I like when they're named. When WolfQuest puppies are born, sometimes they're automatically named and you can like change them. Okay, number of Minecraft ticks before a puppy becomes an adult, puppy mature timer, pregnancy timer, heat timer. Okay, we're gonna make that. This is gonna be bad. We should probably separate all the dogs, but I'm gonna make it 100. This is 2 full Minecraft. We're gonna make everything 100. Pregnancy timer. We're gonna make that 100. That is going to go bad, I can already tell you, but we're here to experiment. If we see a dog die, please do not unsubscribe. So yeah, once we're done with that, I'm gonna do Control S or save. That's all you need to do. And then boom, you can close it out. That is configuration 101. Some mods have multiple configurations. For example, Swem has, I think, 3. And they're a little bit confusing for people. It's gonna get to 91 degrees Fahrenheit. Where? How hot is it gonna get today for me? It's at 69 degrees. Sorry, I'm a child. Let's see. It's gonna get to 74. Tomorrow it's gonna get to 81 degrees. It's getting to summertime here and I really don't like it because it's so humid. But I really need a tan and I'm so tired. I need to find a tanning solution that doesn't give me freckles because you guys probably can't see, but like I have freckles and moles all over my body. My arms, freckles, moles everywhere. I'm also pale right now. Unsubscribe immediately. Don't do that. Don't do that, please. We're gonna have to restart, so you guys are going to see it disappear and the screen is going to go black. Please ignore that. I'm not gonna go and be right back because I'm a rebel. All you have to do after setting a config is reboot. Some people say that in order to enable or disable on config, you have to have the system shut down, but that's only on multiplayer. So if you're editing single player, you shouldn't have to like actually shut your like Minecraft down. I usually do, but I'm streaming, so how boring would that be? Let's see. What can I talk about? How can I overshare in today's stream? No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna be getting a tattoo soon. I found a few great places that are cheaper. I'm kind of looking for like mid-price because I know more expensive means they usually put more care into it. But I really want a back tattoo and I really want a hip tattoo. Now, hip tattoos. I had a friend get a hip tattoo and she said, do not do that. But I also had someone tell me not to get a sternum tattoo, which is just like your chest rib cage area. And I have one of those bad boys. And that killed me. So I think I'll be okay with a back tattoo. My pain tolerance is amazing. And that sounds like a flex, but it's really not. It just means you've been through it. I live in a valley, it gets hot so quick. I bet too, yeah, because there's really nowhere for like the heat to rise, you know what I mean? Okay, we'll expand the tabs. There's gonna be black bars for a second. What do you want to get a tattoo of? I really want to get a tattoo of the inscription sword from Lord of the Rings. It has two names. In the book, it's not named something different, but it has a different translation on it than in the movie. I want to get the book version of it. That is really niche. I'm a niche person, but I really want the sword on my back with flowers around it. I want to also get a moth at some point. I have 3 different butterflies on my body. I have one on like my lower sternum, and then I have 2 more right there. 2 butterflies, those bad boys, and I have text on my arm, and that's the start of my half sleeve, which does not have a butterfly, but it does have a hummingbird. So I love hummingbirds. Okay, let's see if we can get this right. If you guys see blackbirds, no, you don't. Lord of the Rings mentioned. Dude, I'm a Lord of the Rings fanatic. Okay. Hi Layla. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. I'm really bad at checking Twitch chat. That is on me. You like anime? I really don't. Okay, it's not that I don't like it, I just have no interest in it. But if a friend is like, I really want you to check out this anime, I'll watch it just for them. Okay, so... let's see if we can set a female's heat lower by just spawning a new one. I think these guys are gonna start attacking each other. If they're sat, will they? Because I'm really scared. Okay, Tammy, I'm gonna set all of the dogs spaced out because I'm scared that they're gonna start just going at each other. I think it said either 4x4 or 8x8. It said different things for different situations. This is so tedious, but like, I don't want you guys to see all of my dogs kill each other on stream. That would not be very fun. That would not be very cutesy. Headlines for the wrong reasons. Okay. There we go. And now... these are 2 males. You know what, you're being banished to the butterfly realm. With the bees. Hope you're a fan of bees. I think that's good enough, but there are some dogs, I'll just be away from them. There are some dogs that are closer together still, but I think if we're over here and they're not loaded in, it'll be okay. I also want to take the opportunity to use any raw meat. We have Farmer Delight, raw chevon. Okay, that can't be used. I think it just has to be generic Minecraft meat. Yeah, I'm using raw pork chop, which is pig meat. So it currently, at least for Farmer's Delight, it does not have compatibility with raw meat, which is normal. I feel like that's a normal thing. That shouldn't really be expected. Because that's so many different mods that they have to program in. Bye, hamster. Let's see. Just thought I'd let you know your YouTube link on Twitch seems to be expired. Does it? Okay, I'll change it right after. Thank you, Eternal. So sorry. I do like line art. Line art is cool. Okay, so the next heat thing didn't work, but the other ones are almost in heat. So, oh my gosh, this is a bigger problem. And these guys are all okay. So we're probably gonna have a little bit of bloodshed over there because those guys are not tamed, but it's totally fine. Oh, it's so laggy over here. You guys see that lag? Let's pick a female and a male. We're gonna pick Kodiak. And then there was some over here that had a lower heat countdown. This one's 640 something. 48. This one's 1.1K. This one's 624, 629. Oh my gosh, our little wolf baby grew up. Look at him. Isn't he so cute? So handsome. Goodbye, Oddity. We're not going to be streaming for too much longer. So I don't know if this means, though, that we'll be able to actually breed the dogs. I kind of want to keep breeding just for the video, because the video is not going to take too long. Like a little treat, you know? Like, here's what a puppy looks like. You guys already saw the wolf pup if you were here in the beginning. They look like little potatoes. But I think that there's more puppy updates planned. So puppies are meant to have, like, more detail to them. I think the lowest heat we've seen so far is the one I have right here. Yeah, 600. Oh, they actually don't generate heat when they're in a carrier. So that's unfortunate. Let's go find one of the lower ones. See, I don't think it's a smart idea for me to use Kodiak with a small dog. And all these dogs that are lower down in heat are smaller dogs. Ooh, okay. We have a Bucket here. Border Collie at 544 seconds. How long is 500 seconds? That's got to be a couple minutes, right? Let's see. Easy math. 8.33 minutes. Do we want to do that? I just got this mod. Already love it. Ooh, I'm so happy that you guys are trying it out for my channel. It makes me so happy to know that people are discovering things through my channel and my medias. So what's interesting about my Twitch is my Twitch media is different from my YouTube media, and I know branding wise that's a bad idea, but for Twitch I have Peachy Can't Aim, which I have a correlating TikTok and Instagram, but for YouTube I really just use Just Peachy Plays. I have a Peachy Can't Aim YouTube, but I don't really use it a lot. So yeah, there's some confusion there. I need to figure it out, because the thing with Peachy Can't Aim, my branding for Peachy Can't Aim is not family friendly. I just say whatever. But obviously for YouTube, Just Peachy Plays, the branding is mostly family friendly. There are some things here and there, since the games I play don't exactly, like, I can't control what people say all the time, but aim to be family friendly. So yeah, I need to figure it out. But I don't want to make a whole new Twitch just for my Just Peachy Plays and a whole new Twitch just for Peachy Can't Aim. That's so much work. So eventually I'm gonna have to decide. Which type of art do you like? I don't know. I kind of like the realistic art, if I'm being honest. I've been really into the Avatar: The Last Airbender inspired art. Okay. We're gonna replay this. It's been kind of quiet. Let me check my phone really quick. I'm also going to be posting a video tomorrow, so if you guys are looking forward to another video, I'm going to be having one tomorrow and then another one probably on Tuesday, depending on my week schedule. And then I'm going to be working on the 100 days for all of next week. Not excited for that because Red Dead filming does stress me out a little bit, but hopefully I can get a good team together that we all kind of think alike and we all know Spooner enough, because this is going to be 100% cinematic. If you guys have not heard anything about the 100 Days but want to hear more about it, are interested in the theories and the lore and the idea behind it, go check out my Making Characters live stream. It was 2 weekends ago, and it's where I made some characters for the 100 Days series, and I also talked about what their characters are going to be, what the whole concept of the 100 Days is, and how it's going to turn into 200 days, 300 days, and so on. I plan to make it a continuing series if it goes well enough. If it doesn't go well, I'll still probably try to make it a 200 days. It really depends on what I can prioritize time-wise. Okay. How are we looking? We're at 300 seconds. That's good. That's good. I'm going to go ahead and move Bucket over to a safe and controlled environment that isn't around a bunch of other dogs. That way we don't have any casualties. Because as we just listened, or as we just heard, as you guys just listened to me say, in-heat dogs and intact males, puppies, all of that can mean aggression if they're close enough. The third 100 days is most likely going to be a while from now. My 100 days series is estimated to take 2 weeks, like through and through, to figure out. I have a lot of stuff done, but now it's up to me to actually do it. And that's gonna be an interesting situation because my schedule right now is like it's iffy. Because I just moved too, so I'm like still figuring things out and deciding what to do and when to do it. Like now that I live close to things, I'm actually like going out and doing things. I know that sounds like sad, like I wasn't doing things before. I did plenty before, but I was an hour away from anything fun, and now I'm like 20 minutes away max from fun places. So what I'm trying to say is like I, for years, didn't do anything crazy. Like, I don't know. I'm an adult, 24. I've only ever been to one club in my entire life. I'm okay with that. Clubs scare me. But whenever friends would be like, hey, want to drive an hour to go to like this? I'm like, not really. But now it's different because I have a lot of friends in different places. I also had some old friends that I moved away from that I live now like around, so I can go and see them again. And that's been interesting because they're like, almost all of them are married with kids. So every time I see them, I'm like, hey, oh, also you have a kid. Which I don't mind. Oh my gosh. I am tired, man. Sorry, I want to bring my leg up. I also got a new desk chair, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on I'm going to get an Amazon storefront. I'm going to put it on there. This desk chair is so comfy. I was surprised because it was only, and this sounds like, oh my gosh, this is so much money. It was only like $200 some odd for a really good chair. I'm taller. I'm 5'11", 5'10", give or take, 6'2" on a good day. No, I'm kidding. But I am 5'11". I'm taller and I'm a thicker lady. I have always kind of struggled with chairs that are like under certain weight limit. Now I don't struggle with it as much because I've lost a decent bit of weight, but back when I was like a teenager, especially, it was pretty hard to find a desk chair that's like good quality. But this one's really comfy, and it's also leather, so it's easy to clean. But if you have a cat, count your days. Hi Rusty, we're just an update for the people who are watching. We're just going to be breeding dogs and then waiting for the puppy to be born. Hopefully, depends, because I may not, if the config didn't work. We're going to see how the babies look, and then I'm going to be ending stream. I didn't plan to do a huge stream today. And then tomorrow, I'm probably going to be streaming Minecraft, my Minecraft server. We're going to be doing a filming sesh for the trailer. So if you guys have been wanting to be in a Minecraft video and you do play on my server, then yeah. When are you streaming GGI again? On Wednesday, most likely. I'm going to be doing a lot of random streams this next week because I also have to work on Twilight Peaks. I have to finish up Twilight Peaks 1.20.1 because currently it's only 1.18. And then Summer's Wind, which is my castle barn. So I have a few different projects I have to work on. You got the config to work? I think it's because I had it open, which usually never really works for me. Or never has an issue for me. What am I saying? It's never an issue for me is what I'm trying to say. You guys get it. I don't have to explain it. What are your guys' suggestions for a gaming laptop? My budget is up to 1K. Right now, I do not suggest buying a gaming laptop for 1K because parts are so high right now in price. RAM alone is like 500 for a good set of RAM. It's gone down though the last couple of days. I think it's now up to like 200 for DDR5, which is like the RAM a lot of people use for the higher end PCs, especially the most recent technology. But I would wait to see. A lot of people I know use, what is it? Is it Acer or, let me see. Let's do some research. Gaming laptop. You definitely want up to 32 gigabytes, maybe 16, give or take. Yeah, like most of them are 1.2 to 1.5K. I've heard good things about Omen. You definitely want a laptop that you can take places with you, so you don't want a super heavy duty laptop. But yeah, most of them, it really depends. This is a controversial opinion. I don't think that you should get a Dell or HP. Maybe that's just me. I have a Dell behind me on my bed, a laptop. It's not a gaming laptop, just a disclaimer. So I don't know how their gaming laptops are from first-hand experience, but my Dell laptop can't even run like one program. It used to be able to run a lot more, but I got it like 5 years ago, I think, 4 years ago, and I just use it for like office work, responding to emails, writing scripts, basic stuff. But I definitely don't recommend anything HP or Dell when it comes to gaming because they've been proven to be a bad brand for gaming. But maybe some people have had some good experiences with them. I just have heard from people that they just don't care about the gaming side of things and they're just trying to like fit a trend. You know what I mean? Okay. How are we looking? Wait. Did she just reset? Oh, her heat was only 100 seconds. Guys, let's back out of this really quick. Let me open this bad boy back up. Let's just work on this. Okay. Wander. Minecraft does not crash. Don't lie to me. Heat timer. In heat. Let's do 48,000 again. Number of Minecraft ticks that a dog will not go into heat. I don't know. Where is... Maybe I'm confused. You can also change what, like, a prey list is for wolves. And also the herder livestock list. You can add different mods to that as well. And you can also add names. And all you do for this is just continue it with their sequence. It's kind of a repeat sequence, but just for people who do want to add that. When it comes to this, all you need for this is just their ID. So I can show you how to get those in the overview. But I think that's really cool. Okay. Let's see. I think that that's a good starting place. Let's just start with that, I guess. This is my last attempt. If it doesn't work, just so you guys know, I'm ditching this. You guys can download the mod and breed dogs if you want. I'm okay with a laptop that runs MC around 30 to 50 mods. For a modding, or for a modding friendly laptop, anything to do with mods, I think you should go for at least 200 to 300. 30 to 50 mods, surprisingly, is not a lot of mods. I'm not shaming you, like, for wanting that much, but I'm just saying, if you're gonna be spending a lot of money on a gaming laptop or gaming PC, please consider spending a little bit more so you can do more rather than spending a little bit less to do a lot less. Because the difference in capabilities between PCs and laptops is so... the variation and the capabilities are so big nowadays. I would do a heavy deep dive on reviews and overlooks and overviews of different devices. I mean, I'm using a lot of technicality words. I'm using a lot of big boy words, but definitely look into it more yourself. Acer is one of my favorite brands. I haven't used any other. That's a lie. I like Omen. But Omen is HP, and I've heard bad things about HP in general, but I've heard good things about Omen specifically. Alienware is good. Anything with individual, which is kind of more expensive, but anything with individual parts I would prioritize because you can replace those parts a lot easier. How do I join your Minecraft server? What type of Minecraft is it in? It's 1.20.1. It's modded. It has 300 plus mods. I know that sounds like a lot, but a lot of them are easier to run. You can remove mods from it if you want it to run easier. There are like client-side mods that you can remove that may make it easier. 6 to 8 gigabytes allocated RAM recommended. So if you have something that's 16 gigabytes, you can run it. But if you have a laptop with only 8 gigabytes available, you sadly will not be able to run my mod pack or the server. You can join it by joining my Discord and figuring out more there. It's way easier to join the Discord and then have the information channels because it kind of walks you through not only what you'll need to join, but also like if you do want to join, we're honest about the fact that you'll need to pay because it's for my members. It's a members only perk. That's why I tell people if you really want to play server but don't want to pay the money, I don't try and like bait you into playing my server. There's plenty of free animal, horse related servers out there. We just have a lot of different features given to the server. I don't think I did something right, going to be honest. Oh, never mind. Okay, this one's in heat. We're going to pick up this one. We're going to stand them both up. Oh, no romancing or nothing. Okay, she's still currently in heat. Okay. Are we pregnant? Okay, you're in heat again? Girl, you need to calm down. Oh, female pregnant. Oh, okay. We just sped run. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at these little babies. Oh my god. Oh my god, I want one. Can I have... Look at these guys. I want one so bad. Can you stop? She just had babies. She's pregnant again. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you saw how she just laid down? Oh my gosh, they even make little noises. Do you see how she just laid down? That's what they look like when they're about to give birth. I just made the ticks in between pregnant and birth I think I made it 100 ticks, which is only like 3 or 4 seconds. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Hello. I love puppy noises. I also love the smell of puppies. That sounds really weird, but they, like, for most of their puppy life, they have a puppy smell. And it makes me so happy. Thank you, Josie. Thank you, you're so sweet. How do you tame the dogs? With any raw meat? I just tried. You will need, like, vanilla Minecraft raw meat. Just so you know. They're so cute and potato-like. Look at how cute they are. Literally copy and paste of mom. Okay. We're gonna have one more litter. Okay, she's pregnant. She's gonna lay down. And then she's gonna have her babies. Even more. Wait, we got a generic looking border collie. Look at that. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Wait, let me go this way. Come here. Bring your puppies with you. Oh my gosh. Look at how cute and small they are. They're little potatoes. Oh my gosh. I love them. I like these guys right here. These are like the Kodiak dupes. Now, their growing time is gonna be around, let's see, 3,400. It's gonna be around an hour for them to grow up in Minecraft, and that is loaded in and currently off of pause. If you're paused, they won't grow, obviously, because you're paused. You can lower this down in config like I showed you guys. Right? And oh, they're so cute. I can't get over it. The puppy stage of dogs is so humbling, but I love puppies so much. Would I willingly go out and get a puppy right now? Absolutely not. No. My puppy that just turned not puppy, she's still technically like puppy, but she's a couple of days away from turning 1 year old. She was my greatest humbling. She was a test sent to me by the divine. Puppies they can be a lot. Bring your little children. Oh my gosh, look at how cute they are. Oh. Okay, so we at least got to have the puppies. Now she's just in heat for so long. I feel bad. They are owned by you. Oh, look at them when they sit down. They are owned by you when you are the owner, I think, of the female dog, and that's just a Minecraft mechanic. Maybe. But I think with this one, obviously, with the female dog actually not, like, having the babies immediately in gestation, even though it's only 4 seconds, it does make sense for the puppies to be owned by the female dog's owner. But like I showed earlier, if you guys go into the mod menu or craft it, I know it is craftable, you have the surrender form. You can go ahead and sneak right click. They are no longer tamed by you, and then someone else can tame them. So you can do that with any tamed animal. And I believe you can do it like in general with any tamed animal. I think it works for any of them. I know Domestic Innovation also has that. There's so many. Look at this one over here. It's on an adventure. Look at you. It's just a little potato puppy in a little potato world. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to turn off my interface so you guys can see this. Look at this baby. Oh, there's another one. Another stray potato. They're so cute. Okay. I need to stop getting distracted. Well, anyways, we went over the mod. We went over the GitHub or the Wiki, which is on GitHub. I plan to do a full overview video of this mod. It won't be live like this. It'll be more scripted and cinematic. If you guys do appreciate live overviews, please do tell me. I will be happy to go over mods with you guys. Little bit more personable like this on live streams with you. But for now, I will stick to the scripted overviews for the people who are trying to like get to it, you know, that are on a mod like currently taming a dragon. How do I saddle a dragon? You know, they can just skip right to it. It's not like, hey guys, welcome to my live stream. I've done that before. I've been in a game and I'm like, how do I do this? And someone's like, today I'm going to teach you how. I'm like, skip, show me. Show it to me. Show it to me, Rachel, show it to me. So, yeah, if you guys do like this type of like, there's one live, so you guys can at least see like a little bit more personable. You can see me interact with you guys, like the viewers. Plus the overview, I would love to do that because this is really fun for me. I didn't stream for too long today. I only streamed for 2 hours? Oh my gosh, that's a long time. No, but I didn't stream for like as long as I could have with other games, but I at least gave that thorough content to you guys, you know? Oh my gosh, the puppies. If you are the developer watching, please do not change the puppies models. Please, please. They are so cute. I love how potato they are. Then the noises. Another thing I want to pass on, and this is in the Discord and also I believe in the wiki as well, if you guys have high quality dog noises, all of the dog noises were donated. So if you guys do have high quality dog audios, feel free to at least offer those to people. I'm probably going to do the same because I have a few clips of Pearl barking that I've used for another video. Completely separate when she was a puppy. So I can always donate those as well. But I'm just passing on that message. They do have a Discord. It is linked in the CurseForge page, which is linked in the description. Thank you guys for joining today's stream. I will be streaming tomorrow around the same time. I'm going to be streaming at 12:30 instead of 12. Gives me time to do more with my day and also actually prepare for the stream. That was all on me, by the way. Yeah, thank you guys for joining. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your Saturday. Goodbye. I actually have to find the tab that I need to go to. Goodbye, guys.